tune to light. Families first, the bills won't fade, but we keep visions that we made. When the lights go dim, we rise again. Not for height, but to build and win. Built after hours, real and true. Real people, real talks, breakthrough. Side hustles, hope that midnight fire. We build our dreams with strong desire. No shortcuts, just hard and drive. Changing lives while we survive. This is our time, this our sound. Yeah, we're built when the sun goes down.
Hello, hello, hello! Happy Friday! So, we're here. So, hello everyone. So, welcome to our live. We are so happy you're here. So, if you're joining us, say hello in the comment and let us know where you're watching from. So, this is Emmy coming from California, USA. So, I have my co-host here, Sis Marge from California, Sis Roxanne from Seattle, and Sis Nemeline from Canada. So tonight we're going to be fun because we're talking about something that stopped so many people from taking actions. Myths versus reality. So we all believe myths at some point, especially when it comes building an online business. So the truth is, what we thought was impossible often turns out to be completely different. Once we experience it ourselves, today each of us will share one common myth and the reality were discovered through our own journey. So stay with us until the end. One of these myths might be exact thing holding you back. So feel free to ask questions in the comment. We'd hear from you. So let's start it with our first myth. So in here, um, another good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So wherever you are, thank you so much for hopping on. So if you're joining live, say hi. Let us know where you're coming from. So today, I want to talk about something that holds a lot of people back from starting an online business. It's one of the biggest misconceptions I hear all time, and honestly, I used to believe it too. So usually, some people might, say asking because one of the question that I always get is, you have to be good at selling. So, have you ever thought about it? Like, I could never do online business because I'm not good at selling. So, I used to believe that too. So, when I start this one, so I thought I had to convince people, chase them, somehow became a salesperson, and honestly, that scared me. So, but here's what I discovered. So, I didn't learn how to sell. I learned how to share. So in here, 'di ba pag meron tayong na-discovered something like a new coffee shop, 'di ba sasabihin natin, oh, meron akong discovered na coffee shop. Like, they have a good coffee, like a new dessert. 'Di ba sinishare natin yon. And then, even like mga clothing designers, like mga damit, 'di ba? We're sharing those ones. So in here, I thought I had to convince, pero it's not. Yung reality dito is we have just to share. Yung think about everyday life. Yung when you find a great restaurant, something like that. Or what do you do, di ba? We tell it to our friends. We share it to them. Experience, tapos kung ano yung parang nire-recommend natin. So, we watch really good movies and then, or yung series, sometimes, di ba, tayo like Filipinos, we love to watch K-dramas. So, di ba, we share those one. Tapos, sinasabi natin kung anong mga nangyayari. Nire-recommend natin. So, something like with the shampoo, nag-work ba sa atin yun? Mga products. And then, it helps sa atin. Exactly how we approach our business, yung sharing the journey. So as me as a busy mom, healthcare worker, and then building an online business on the side. So I share what I'm learning, the wins, the challenges, and the opportunities that made a difference in my life. So no pressure, no convincing, just real experience. And then, so pag yun yung nag-hold back sa'yo, something like yung may na ano to, meron kang na-search or meron new opportunities na meron sa'yo. So, why not try it? I mean like, take a look at it. Maybe para sa'yo or pwede mong gawin alongside of your 9 to 5 job. So, kung ano to, if you don't want to be a salesperson, diba? You just need to be willing to, ano to, coachable, yung matututo ka, and then you're willing to share your story. Yung be authentic, yung talagang ikaw yun. And then, kasi karamihan ng mga tao, di ba, nagko-connect sa ating story. Yung hindi siya perfect. Nakaka-relate sa buhay mo, na parang ganun din sila sa'yo. So, kung yung hanap mo is yung talagang very real and authenticity, so why not try this one? So, this message kung nare-resonate and then curious ka about how we do it, di ba? We're happy to help you. So, in here, so, sa, ano to, hindi mo kailangan na pag-aralan ng selling. Natututunan mo, so we're learning it step by step. So, yep. So, we don't convince people. So, somehow, honestly, yung matututunan mo ito. So, yep, that's all for me. So, we're gonna go to Sis Roxanne.
Thank you, Sis Emmy. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm Roxanne, a property accountant by profession, a mom, and a proud digital business owner. Um, One of the questions was, if what if I don't have time? But before I start, I want to ask you something. How many of you wake up before the sunrise? You get yourself ready, get the kids ready, rush to work. You work 8, 10, or maybe 12 to 16 hours a day. Then you have to deal with the traffic on the way home, help your kids with the homework, you clean up, and get them ready, get your family ready to bed. Then finally, you can sit down and realize you are exhausted. And somewhere in the back of your mind, you keep asking, I wish I could do something more, but I just don't have the time. Because that was me. A few years ago, my life looked very different. I was working multiple jobs. Like many immigrants, I came here chasing for a better future for my family. And I believe that if I work harder, pick up extra hours, sacrifice enough, life will eventually get easier. But instead, I was missing the moments, the time that I could never get back with my family. I remember coming home really tired and ready for a nap. And honestly, some days I just didn't have that energy. And it broke my heart because I was giving my best to work for my family, and my family only get what was left from me. Maybe someone can relate with this. For the longest time, I keep saying I don't have time. Maybe one day I asked myself a different question. If I keep saying I don't have time today, what will my life look like 5 years from now? Will I still be working overtime, still missing family moments, still wishing I had started sooner? And that question changed everything. When I started this business, I didn't start with extra hours. I didn't quit my jobs. I didn't have a perfect schedule. I just simply made a decision. And instead of saying I'll start when life slows down, I started with small packets of time each day. Sometimes after my family are asleep, during lunch break, while doing laundry or household chores, because our training here is are all recorded, so you can do it at your own pace at your own time. But here's what I learned: we don't always need more time. Sometimes we just need a different plan. Because the truth, most of us can find an hour or two a day, which a few hours each week can compound over time. And those hours that you had can teach you new skills, build confidence, can open doors that you didn't know existed. This isn't about working more. Most of us are already working enough. It's about asking yourself, is there a way I can build something today that could give me more choices for my family tomorrow? And if you have been thinking there has to be another way, I felt the same. That's why I started looking for something that would fit around my schedule. So if you think you don't have time, you can find some time if you really want something bad for your family, and if you want to reach your goals. Just believe in yourself. You can find some time and you can reach whatever goals that you have. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Sis Roxanne. So, for our next one is Sis Nemeline from Canada.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, sis. Happy Friday or Saturday, wherever you are. This is Nemeline again, coming to you live from Ontario, Canada. To those who are watching me for the first time, I'm originally from the Philippines and I'm a proud digital business owner. Today, I want to talk about a myth that holds so many people back. Success happens overnight. We often see someone's results and think, wow, they got lucky. That happened so fast. They must have had an advantage. But what we don't see are the months and years behind the scenes. The reality is success happens one step at a time. I can relate to this personally. When I first started my online business, I wasn't a social media person at all. I was very reserved and preferred staying behind the scenes. The thought of posting online, creating videos, or going live made me uncomfortable. There were many times I compared myself to people who look confident and successful online. I thought they were naturally good at it. But over time, I realized something important. They didn't become confident overnight. They became confident because they kept showing up. One post at a time, one video at a time, one lesson at a time, one brave step at a time. And that's exactly what I've been doing too. Was I nervous? Absolutely. Do I still get nervous sometimes? Yes. Sa totoo lang, ninenervyos pa rin ako hanggang ngayon and right now. But every small action helped me grow a little more than the day before. Sometimes we delay our dreams because we believe myths that simply aren't true. We think, I need to know everything before I start. I'm not confident enough. Successful people never fail. It's too late for me. The truth is, success isn't one giant leap. It's hundreds of small decisions made consistently over time. A seed doesn't become a tree overnight. A house isn't built in a day. Strength isn't built in one workout. Success isn't built in one day either. So, if you've been waiting for the perfect moment, this is your reminder. Take the next step, not the whole staircase, just the next step. Because the person you want to become is built one decision at a time. Keep learning, keep growing, keep showing up. Your future self will thank you. That's all, sis. Thank you.
Thank you, Sis Nemeline, for that wonderful insights. So, hello, hello again to our dear viewers. Happy Friday. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm March, by the way, originally from the Philippines, and now living here in California, US of A. So I'm a full-time worker and at the same time digital business owner. So for me is people say that only influencers succeed online, but in reality, ordinary people are doing this every day. So I just want to ask you something. So how many of you have thought I could never do an online business because I am not an influencer. I am not a celebrity. I am not famous. I don't have thousands of followers. So if you ever believe that, you're not alone. That was me too a few years back before I joined this online business. But you know what the truth? One of the biggest myths that is keeping people stuck is believing that only influencers make money online. But in reality, ordinary people are building extraordinary results every single day, like teachers, nurses, truck drivers, caregivers, office workers, stay at home parents, retirees, name it. Those 9 to 5 employees, regular employees, people who simply decided to learn a new skill instead of waiting for the perfect moment. So if you've been telling yourself that I'm just an ordinary person, this life might be for you. So when most people think that making money online, they picture someone with hundreds and hundreds and thousands and millions of followers. They have to have a perfect video. They have to show luxury lifestyle and they assume that that's the only way. But that's only one small part of the online world. You see, the internet has changed. Today, businesses are looking for people who are willing to learn, to train digital skills, not people who are already famous. You see, when I started, like what I said a while back, I wasn't an influencer. I am working full time. So, like many people, I have responsibilities too, bills to pay, and very little free time. What I needed wasn't fame or thousands and thousands of followers. I needed a system. I needed mentorship. I needed a step by step guidance. And that's exactly what I found when I joined this business community. In our online business, we don't tell people to become celebrities. We don't expect you to have thousands of followers. We don't teach people to pressure family and friends like what our co-hosts have mentioned a while back. But instead, we learn practical digital skills. We create content that provides value and we use systems and automations to help us stay consistent and we grow one step at a time like yung sabi ni Sis Nemilin kanina, it's not overtime. That is step by step, one at a time. So that's why you'll find ordinary people succeeding in the online business, not because they're lucky like what Sister Roxanne have said, not because they're influencers, but because they were willing to learn. Think about it. Years and years and years ago, people believed that you needed a physical store to own a business. But today, many successful business operate completely online. Like for example, Amazon. What else is there? DoorDash, Uber, Lyft. Everything is practically online nowadays. So that is the world today. And years ago, people thought working from home wasn't a real career. And today, millions of people work remotely. You see, the world changes. The world is evolving. technology is advancing. Our question is, will you adapt or will you keep believing that on the old stories? You see, every successful person, people online had a first post. They have their first video. If you know, uh, I'm sure a lot of you knows here about Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, are you familiar with Mr. Beast? If you pag titignan niyo yung mga naunang video niya nung hindi pa siya sikat or nung wala pa siyang follower, nagsisimula pa lang siya sa online sa YouTubing. Makikita niya yung pagkakaiba nung unang-una niyang pag-post hanggang sa ngayon na successful na siya. So every one of us, and that before that time he wasn't already famous. He become famous because of what he was creating. A lot of people already follows him. So a lot of ordinary people are creating extraordinary um, work online. So you see every successful people online have their first post, have their first video, have their first live. Parang yung sabi ni Sis Nemeline kanina, lahat nakaka-nervyos. Hanggang ngayon, nakaka-nervyos pa rin. But like what I've said, you adapt to our technology to your advantage. So you see, a first day of a first day of not knowing what we are doing. So there will always be the first time. And confidence, you see, confidence didn't come first, action did. So if you take action today, confidence will follow. So you see, if someone had told me years ago, that was like years and years ago, that I'd be sharing my journey online and meeting people from different countries or building a business through my phone, I probably wouldn't have believed that them if they've said that to me 20 years ago or 15 years ago, because I wasn't looking to become famous. I was I am simply looking for another option like today. I am simply looking for another option and another stream of income, more freedom with my time. That's what this journey has given me. Like what I've said, technology is advancing technology is advancing nowadays. Iba na yung panahon ng mga naunang henerasyon na you have to be physically present to create your own business. But now, like what I've said, we are the business world is is revolutionizing, is evolving. So it's up to you if you're gonna use this to your advantage or not. Like what I've said too, this business is looking for people who are willing to train and who are willing to learn and who are willing to change their lives. So this, just like what I've said, this journey have changed us, not overnight, but through consistency and hard work. So um, anything you wanna add, sisters, before we wrap up tonight's live?
Um, okay, so yes, mga sisters. So before we end, so I just wanna encourage you with this. So don't let fear or misconceptions keep you from exploring opportunities. So every expert, once a beginner, and every success story started with someone taking that first step. So you don't have to everything figure out today. You're just willing to learn, stay consistent, and believe that your future can be different from your present. So your goals are possible, but they won't happen if you never give up yourself. So chance to start. That's it, my sis.
Sis Roxanne?
You don't need more hours. What you need is always remember your why, because your why is bigger than your fear. Whatever you want to, whatever your goal is, just take action today. Start with what you have. Use And then we are here to guide you every step of the way. So you can reach out to any of us. You can either directly message us or register to our website. We'll be happy to guide you here. And you will never be alone. Thank you.
Sis Emily.
So if you cannot do big step, you can do baby steps, and don't settle on the myths. You just have to willing to learn and realize the reality between myths and reality. That's all, sis.
Thank you, everyone, for those wonderful words of encouragement for our audience. So, before you scroll away today, I want you to remember this: the internet doesn't reward famous, it rewards people who consistently provide value, keep learning, and keep showing up. Being ordinary is not your limitation. Staying stuck in the belief that you have to be extraordinary before you begin, that's the real limitation. So if you've been watching from the sidelines because you thought you needed to be an influencer, maybe today is the day you stop watching and start learning. Because every expert was once a beginner. Every successful online entrepreneur started with zero. And your starting point doesn't determine your fame. Your willingness to take action does. So if you're curious about this online, how this business, online business works, how the training is structured, and how ordinary people are learning digital skills while building an additional income, just like what my co-hosts have said, you can personally message us and we would be happy to share more with you. So thank you so much everyone for joining us today. If this has resonated with you, um, share it to someone who needs to hear it. You don't have to be famous to create a different future. So have a wonderful day and we'll see you on our next Go Live episode. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you, wherever you may be. So stay safe, God bless, and see you next on our Go Live. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Weekend.